Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. We are from Group 5 of ACN3101, Accounting and Financial Information. We are going to do our presentation on our group assignment. So I am TENGKU FITRI with metric number 214521.
And my name is NURDINIE QISTINA. My metric number is 216502.
My name is NUR'AIN. My metric number is 216866.
And my name is SITI HAJAR and my metric number is 216945.
So we've chosen two companies to compare their financial statement, which is HUP SENG Industries Berhad and 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad. So we're going to start our presentation with the background of these two companies. We're going to start with 7-Eleven. So 7-Eleven Malaysia is incorporated on June 4, 1984 by the Anta Holding. The first 7-Eleven store that was opened in Malaysia was in October 1984 in Jalan Bukit Bintang, Kuala Lumpur. And now 7-Eleven Malaysia has more than 2,000 stores nationwide. So their main business activities is retail convenience store, and this is their board of directors, which started with their CEO, Y. Kiong Wong, and next with their co-CEO, which is their executive director, Tan Yu Ming, and their chief financial officer, Wong Y. Kiong. So there are certain of their significant achievements of 7E Malaysia is they have won the 6th Worldwide Excellence Award in 2020, Excellent Brand, and acquisition of Caring Pharmacy Group Berhad, and they have partnered with Food Panda for delivery service and selected 7-Eleven stores on 8 May 2020. So there's some products in 7-Eleven. As we all know, we can get everything in 7-Eleven, and their main product is Slurpee. That is a well-known product for their store, and other products such as savories and biscuits and some groceries too. So next.
Okay. So for today, I'm going to present about a company that we are going to compare with the previous company, which is 7-Eleven, which is HUP SENG Industry Berhad. So HUP SENG Industry Berhad was incorporated on 4 October 1991 and was later listed on the main board of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad on 2 November 2000. HUP SENG Industry Berhad has 3 subsidiaries company, namely HUP SENG Perusahaan Makanan Sdn Berhad, HUP SENG Pun Yung Brothers Sdn Berhad, and Incomix Food Industry Sdn Berhad. HUP SENG Industry Berhad is an investment company in which its subsidiary companies engage in the manufacture and sale of crackers or biscuits and confectionery foods items. In 1977, HUP SENG Ping Pong cream crackers became Malaysia's best cream crackers, and it is exported all over Southeast Asia. There is various products that HUP SENG produce other than cream crackers, such as cookies and beverage mix. But obviously, the most popular in Malaysia is the cream crackers since then until now. So the main activities business of HUP SENG Industries Berhad is biscuits manufacturing. So the founder of HUP SENG Industries Berhad is Kuo Chu Song, and currently the top board members included Datuk K. Chu Koh as a chairman, Ke Chian Tung as an executive director, and Ke Chio Sung as a managing director. Due to the quality and management system, the company has already got many recognition of authority in Malaysia, such as it was awarded as Brand Excellence in Food and Beverage Biscuits and Confectionery, Product Excellence Award, and SME Achievers Awards, and many more. Next. So next, for the comparison of the financial ratio, I will explain and compare about the liquidity and efficiency ratio between HUP SENG and 7-Eleven. So for the working capital, we can see that HUP SENG Industries Berhad generate 47 million ringgit, higher than 7-Eleven. HUP SENG has the higher ability to pay back their debts compared to 7-Eleven. So, for the current ratio, HUP SENG is better because the ratio of HUP SENG is higher compared to 7-Eleven. So HUP SENG has higher ability to pay their liabilities and to meet any obligations. So next, for the acid test ratio, HUP SENG generates 6.64 while 7-Eleven generate only 0.27. We can see that HUP SENG has a higher ratio than 7-Eleven. Next, for the account receivable turnover, HUP SENG also has a higher ratio, which is 24.5 times compared to 7-Eleven, which only has 10.37 times. From here, HUP SENG has the more times to convert their receivable into cash than 7-Eleven. Next, for the days sales uncollected ratio, HUP SENG Industries Berhad and 7-Eleven Holdings Berhad have the same ratio. That means that both companies have the same frequency to collect their account receivable. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. Lastly, for the total asset turnover, HUP SENG is better than 7-Eleven because the ratio of HUP SENG is higher than 7-Eleven. It shows that HUP SENG has the higher ability to use its assets to generate the sales. So from the liquidity ratio, we can see that HUP SENG Industry Berhad is better than 7-Eleven Holding Berhad.
So next, in terms of solvency ratios, which is debt ratio, equity ratio, and debt to equity ratio. So in that ratio, it is shown that HUP SENG has lower percentage of debt or liabilities in their total assets, which make it better than 7-Eleven. And in terms of equity ratio, HUP SENG also have higher percentage compared to 7-Eleven, which also makes it better than 7-Eleven. This is because they have more equity in their assets. And the last one in solvency, which is debt to equity ratio, which HUP SENG also has higher ratio compared to 7-Eleven, which makes it less good, which makes 7-Eleven is better because a larger debt to equity ratio implies that less opportunity of a company to expand through the use of debt financing. So in terms of solvency, HUP SENG is better company than 7E. Next. So in terms of profitability, we are going to compare with the 4 ratio, which we start with gross margin ratio. Gross margin ratio here shows that HUP SENG has higher percentage compared than 7E, which makes it better because it has higher percentage of gross margin in each dollar in net sales. So next, which is profit margin. In profit margin, they have the same percentage, which makes it the same, which they both have the same ability of gaining profit. So next, their ROA or return on total assets. This shows that HUP SENG has a lot higher percentage than 7-Eleven, which makes HUP SENG really better company because ROE or return on total assets measures how well assets are utilized by the company. So the last is return on equity or ROE. This shows that also HUP SENG has better or higher percentage compared to 7-Eleven, which also makes HUP SENG better in indicating the company's, which this ratio indicates the company's ability to earn income for investors. Next.
So from the comparison of the financial ratio, we can see that HUP SENG has better liquidity and profitability ratio. To conclude, HUP SENG Industry Berhad is better than 7-Eleven Holdings Berhad. Thank you. That's all from part A.
Now, on to the next part, part B, which is elaborating on the assigned topic. The topic that we, group 5, were assigned to is a process costing or job order costing. Does it really matter to a business? To answer that, let's see the comparison between job order costing and process costing. The meaning of job order costing is calculating of a special contract work order where work is performed as per clients or customers' instructions. This means the works only starts and be done once the order was placed and according to client's preference. Meanwhile, for process costing, the costs which are charged to various processes and operations is uncertain. Meaning that the costs and the processes are still carried out ahead from when the orders are placed or whenever whenever the order was not even placed in the first place. Second, the nature of production. For job order costing is customized production, which is referred to client special instructions. Meanwhile, for process costing, is standardized production where the products was a standard product seen by customers. Next is assignment of cost. For job order costing, it was calculating cost of each job. This refer to each job in the process was calculated separately. Meanwhile, for process costing, is cost is determined for the process thereafter spread over the produced units. This means every cost was accumulated in the final calculation. Then we have cost center. For job order costing, it was individual job order. The cost focus on each job in the process of each production. And for process costing was process mass produced or standardized product, which means the cost focus on the whole or accumulated cost of mass production. Next.
Okay. Next, for the identity of the job order costing, each job is different from one another. This is because the business that use the job order costing wait for the customer to place their orders before they can produce their products. So each product that have been produced by this business is different from one another based on the customer order and preference. So each product have their own uniqueness. As for the process costing, products are manufactured consecutively, so they lose their identity. This is because the company don't have to wait for the customer to place their order before they can manufacture their product. The product that have been produced by process system is they've been produced in a large quantity or a mass produced, and the way they're produced, the way they are being manufactured is the same, so that the product have no different from one another or has no uniqueness. For the cost assessment of the job order costing is at the completion of the job. This is because the cost of each job is assigned separately because each job is unique, which allow the management to set an individual price for the individual job to enable the management to detect which jobs which are more profitable and unprofitable ones. And for the process costing, the cost is ascertained at the end of the cost period. It can be either at the end of the month or at the end of the year, based on the company. The costs are accumulated for each process for a period because the business will not stop their production process. Okay. As for the industry type, job order costing is suitable for the industries which manufactures product as per customer order, such as the construction company, law firm, medical service, and also film industry. As for the process costing is perfect for the industry where mass production is done, such as the food industry, frozen food, and soft drink, and also textile company. For the work in progress, as for the job order costing, work in progress may or may not exist at the beginning or at the end of the financial year. This is because since each product that being manufactured by the business is different from one another, once the job is complete, the account that related to the job will be closed by the company. And as for the process costing, work in process will always be present in the beginning or at the end of the accounting period. Since the business will not stop their productions, in a long term, the balance of the production at the end of the accounting period they will just bring it to the next accounting period.
So the conclusion of whether the method of job order costing or process costing matter to a business is yes, it does matter. A business should choose the most suitable method according to their nature of business. Job order costing, to summarize, is job order costing is the optimal accounting method when cost and production specifications are not identical for each product or customer, as the direct material and direct labor costs can only be traced to the final product. So job order is for business who receives special orders. The job only starts once a special order was placed. The cost only accumulated once the job starts. The cost accumulated separately for each job along the process of production, and the cost only be finalized when the job is complete. And process costing?
Okay. And as for the process costing is the optimal costing system when a standardized process is used to manufacture identical product, as the direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead cannot be easily or economically traced to a specific unit. So for process costing, they produce a product in a large quantity, and every product is the same to one another. So yeah, is it important to business? So as the conclusion, is important business to choose the right method that is suitable for their business type of product, as it will affect the business decision and the profit of the business itself. So that's the end of the part B, which also means that's also the end of our presentations. So that's all from us. Thank you.